My name is Jennifer, and this is my story. April 8th, I found out I was pregnant, and it was devastating. And the first thing I thought to my mind was, it was an exciting news knowing that I was going to get married, and I had given a lot of promises, and I was excited to bring a life to the world, having a wonderful man beside me. But at the end, it wasn't that, because I felt abandoned and left alone, dealing whether or not to keep the baby or just get rid of it, like people usually say. So it was really tough. I faced a lot of pressure with myself and with his family, and also with him. You know, you think that you know a person really well after a year and a half, but it was different in my case. It was different, really different. Not only did he tell me he loved me, he told me that he was going to marry me, that we were going to have a perfect life, and that he would take care of me no matter what happened. And usually that's what a lot of people hear from their significant other, and sometimes it's just hard to think that it's not going to be true, because when someone promises you something, you need to keep that promise. That's usually what we're taught growing up. June 8th, and I had just come home, and the moment I arrived to the house that I was living in, I was kicked out on the curb, as you can say, and was told that we weren't getting married and that he didn't want to have nothing to do with the child or myself. And I just remember walking 3 or 4 miles from that house all the way to a restaurant, and it was the longest walk I could ever imagine, with a lot of things going through my head and not knowing what the future would hold, and just thinking to myself how lonely I was and how alone I felt. There's a reason why we are taught, and the Lord tells us to wait until you're married, and I didn't. And that's because, you know, you think you're engaged, so you're getting married soon. But I just think that you need to trust in the Lord, because He knows what to tell you, and He knows what's right and what's wrong. It was Jeremiah, in the book of Jeremiah, and it was telling me every day to have hope, because no matter where you're going through, no matter what was happening, the Lord was there behind you, and you could say had your back no matter what. And for me, that was very important, because no matter what happens, no matter where you are, no matter the struggles and the trials that you're facing, that the Lord is always there for you. Because the stress and the struggles, taking care of an infant, being alone, are a lot. Not that, you know, having a baby is the worst thing that happened. Actually, I thank the Lord for it. But it's made me understand that you need to have the Lord in your life in order to go through all the struggles and all these, the best way to say it is, if I didn't have the Lord with me right now, I think that my life would just fall into pieces. My name is Jen, and this is my story, and I will be a light.